So in your view, in your frame, when I look at Bernardo here, I'm looking at a particular pattern of excitation, a dissociated pattern of excitation, and other people and living things are sort of one class of such patterns as distinct from another class of patterns which we perceive to be non-living things. And this brings us to the interesting connection that seems to exist between abiogenesis, or the origin of life. Where does living stuff come from in terms of its origin in non-living stuff, and the creation of AI, or creation of artificial conscious artifacts. And you say in your book, The Idea of the World, that these two things are connected. And so can you just unpack what you mean by that for people?
Yeah, I think we have plenty of evidence to think that other living beings have private conscious inner lives of the same kind we have. I'm sure my cat here lying next to me, people ask me now to show my cat. There he is. If he doesn't appear, people say, oh, where was your cat in that interview? So there he is. Let me just correct the camera. We have plenty of reasons to think living beings have private conscious inner lives like we do. I don't think we have reasons to think that a piece of rock has private inner life of its own, not least because the separation of the inanimate world into discrete objects is purely nominal. It's something we do by convenience. There is nothing etched in stone in nature that makes the river distinct from the ocean, that makes the car separate from the road, that makes the leg of the chair separate from the rest of the chair. We give names to subsets of this great image we call the inanimate universe, because it's handy for communication. I want to buy the car, not the road. So I give a name for a subset of the pixels of that great image. But this carving out of the inanimate universe into discrete objects is purely epistemic. It's we doing this. It's not in nature. In nature, it's one great entangled whole, the inanimate universe. We have plenty of scientific reasons to think of the inanimate universe as an entangled system, because everything started from the Big Bang, therefore it was all entangled, and therefore it cannot decohere with a system around it, because there's nothing around it. It's the sum total of everything that exists, so it's still entangled. So it's one whole, and objects don't really exist, but living beings do. Because if you touch my hand, I feel it. If you touch my chair, I don't. If a photon hits the wall, I don't see it.